My name is Thomas. Last name is Konja, Konja, and I own Telwarren Convenience, which is a Shell gas station.
My name is Logan Pringle, and I am a stocker or inventory management at a petrol station called Shell.
So my name is John Rasmussen, not the owner. I'm actually a general manager. Rosenau Power Sports, which is we sell motorcycles, ATVs, personal watercraft, dirt bikes.
My name is Pam Willoughby, and I'm the owner of RIW Hobbies and Games in Livonia.
So, can you tell me about some of the unique items or the most popular items in the store?
Most popular items because of a gas station in this local area. It's mainly the liquor and everything else that we carry here, so it kind of makes it their one-stop shop. This way they can get their gas, get whatever groceries they may need, and then if they're going out, they can get their beer, their wine, or whatever. And it's kind of like they get everything and they're out the door.
They're mostly, in my opinion, it's either pop or alcoholic beverages.
The slingshots are real popular. Slingshots, and then we have three-wheeled motorcycles called the Spiders or Rikers. Those tend to be probably the more popular.
We have a lot of board games. We have a lot of Magic the Gathering. We have a lot of Pokemon. I mean, we do have some. I guess we have a Shining Charizard, which is probably number 2 on the most wanted list for Pokemon collectors.
Can you tell me about the background, how it all started, the store?
So it all started, I used to be an environmental science technician.
I came here, it was Ruttman's back in the day, which was, they made mini bikes.
I started working at Shell because my dad was friends with the owners.
It was a baseball card store. It was Mary Seven Cards, Comics and Collectibles, and they were at 7 Mile of Merriman. And I played fantasy baseball.
And when that came around, I was offered this job. Hey, take over the station, everything else. This is what you make. And then, of course, I kind of rejected it for 2 years. And then when I hit my ceiling in what I was doing, as in people weren't retiring, this was going on, I was capped at my salary. And then what I could potentially make here, I decided to make the move.
This place has been here forever. You know, as a lot of power sports places opened up, 10, 15 years ago, what have you. But this place has been around for, over 30 years.
Being manager is something you find enjoyable?
Yeah, this business, it's, you have a lot of people that are totally brand new to the sport. So whether it's young or old, but in some cases it's exciting watching how excited people get when they actually purchase things.
Everything has its ups and downs. I'm not going to say I do not enjoy being an owner, and there are days I enjoy being an owner. It's the same thing as my last job. There were days where I did not like my job. There were days where, like, hey, I can't believe I get paid for this. This is a great job.
The thing is, no, I'm gonna be honest, no, because it's repetition. But the people that I work with, I like the people that I work with, and I like the stories that I get sometimes because of weird or funny interactions I have with customers and other people.
There's better days than most. You always remember the bad days than you do the good days. It's the same thing as in marriage. It's actually true.
We don't work hard. We put in a lot of hours, but we don't work hard. And it's a game store. So obviously we're still having fun. And if I wasn't having fun, I wouldn't be doing it.
How do you source your products? Like, how do you receive the stuff that you sell?
We use Microsoft Dynamics. It's a widely used program in this industry or in the retail industry. Everything is just scanned in. It's all barcodes.
Basically, there's a main warehouse in Chicago. We have a company called Custom Assembly that picks the product up in the back of a semi, takes it to Custom Assembly, and then it's put online, and then we order it online, and they bring it to us in a semi. So all these are rolled off the back of a truck and brought into the building.
So there's multiple sources. One, we have our, we have our grocery, which is our provider, as in HT Hackney. There's EB Brown, there's SAS, but we go with HT Hackney. They provide all the groceries and everything else we may need for the station. So they're a wholesaler that we get distribution from. And of course, you have your pop retailers. They come in here.
Some of the behind the scenes that a lot of customers don't realize that you guys.
Well, in some cases, some people don't understand the lack of product and the lack of like buying an F-150. Oh, you're missing a chip.
With the social interaction, I like some of the social interactions, but at the other time, you get, I say, insufferable people. They come in with bad attitudes or entitlement, and it sort of ruins everything because now you have to deal with them.
So even though I have something sitting on my floor, or the inventory says I have something, it might not be sellable. So we get people that are like, "You have it, why can't you sell it to me?" And they get aggravated. And there's some days that you get people threaten to beat you up because you don't want to sell me something. I can't.
It's not the matter of, hey, a cashier or anything. It's going to be technology. If the server goes down, of course, I can't do credit cards. In today's method of payment, everybody uses credit or some type of way of doing it. Or when the tap to pay doesn't work, tap to pay is great. It's a lot faster. But then when the system says tap to pay is not available, frustration comes with the customers, but it's also frustrating to us. It's like it doesn't exactly tell us it's going down. It'll just happen.
How has the shift to online shopping, especially after COVID, affected the store?
So everything is totally coming more into everybody shopping online and what have you. Because of COVID, again, lack of product. The manufacturers are producing way less product.
I will say not so much. Actually, you know what? I'll say yes to that. The reason online shopping has changed it is people don't go out of their house as much.
I know that during the COVID, they were FaceTiming and playing from their houses and doing their own thing.
So since online shopping has been good, but now since you're able to get goods online, it has hurt. Like a person doesn't have to come in here and get an energy drink. They can get the whole case online a lot. If it's something you drink every day, we're creatures of habit. So you can get something online a lot cheaper. You get it delivered to your house. Hey, you got the case there.
I had a potato peeler delivered to my front door in one day from Amazon. It was the craziest thing ever. I don't know how I, peel cucumbers. I don't know how you lose a peeler, but I lost my peeler and I went online and I literally had this peeler delivered in less than 24 hours.
So I think from business to business, the future. I mean, Amazon. What's that? That's done. I mean, people almost don't even go to the malls anymore. There's almost no need to, other than, I mean, you can through Amazon you can buy clothes. You try them on. If they don't fit right, you send them back. Now it's an inconvenience to go to Kohl's and take things back or what have you, but ultimately you almost don't ever have to go to a regular store, if you will. You can pretty much order about anything and everything online.
I think people still want to have face-to-face interaction and they still want to hang out with their friends and they still want to, have Monday Night Football going in the background and that kind of thing. It's still, I think there's always still going to be that environment.
I'm not complaining about that. It has also made it easier for people to shop. Hey, I can do this. It's a one-stop shop, which has also, they don't have to drive out, go out in the cold, the rain, or do anything. I would say, as far as online shopping, I'll say more of the Instacart has kind of affected it, and Grubhub and everything else. And has it popped up where it's kind of like maybe it's a good idea, because I know they do food, but also has come up that Grubhub also does now. I can sign up for it, is beer, wine, and liquor.
What are some of the ways that you're currently using the technology to enhance the shopping experience?
We've been doing through Instagram different things. We've got actually the parts manager, his son's been doing videos. They're only little 15-second videos, and they're pretty impressive. And just kind of has our name at the end of it, but you can kind of see a machine with everything powered up and the headlights, and it's a quick little Instagram or TikTok kind of thing.
Me, I use dollies all the day. Every day of my job, I use dollies. It helps me from hurting myself, and it makes me able to go long distances with a whole bunch of stuff instead of running back and forth between I don't know, the other end of the store or moving something that's really heavy.
How do you restock the pop in the coolers?
So the cart, what I do is I go to the cooler, I look at what I have in the cooler, I see how much I need, and uh, I write it down. I go on the back, I throw everything in the cart, and
What
then
kind of cart is it?
it's a shopping cart. It's a simple little shopping cart, nothing too advanced. But after I'm done filling up the cart with everything I need, like 20 ounces, 16 ounces, whatever, I go to the cooler and I take all the stuff that's in there and I put all the new warm stuff in the back.
With the Magic on the
Yeah,
website?
yeah.
Do they work from their home and they just write stuff and you submit it? How does that work?
Yeah, the website has a content editor, and Brian is phenomenal, English major, just incredible writer, and has written for some other big websites. And he handles the whole thing. You know, he'll pick the articles that are going up based on what's happening in the Magic community. There was a championship series last weekend in Indianapolis, which our guy coincidentally just happened to win. So that's kind of a big thing right now.
You know, it'd be cool though. So if there was a cart and like, say it was just like a cart, but it was sort of like a flatbed cart or whatever, and you can individually row, like what you have to specifically, you as a person have to specifically row up the like cans or whatever, but you could connect it up to the vending machine, and the vending machine or like the cooler could suck up those rows and line them up and all that.
You know, I don't know that there's actually, because there are things out there that we are still not utilizing. So I think before there is an, a new product added to the market in general, there are things that we still could be, you know, I mean, we need our own app.
Not gonna lie, it'd be weird, but a thing that would make my life easier is if there was like an automatic robot or even a system that would tell us if somebody took something out of the cooler, out of the freezer, or misplaced an object. Because you know how many times I've found, say, a pint of ice cream sitting on a shelf and it's melted, or a pop that's all like laying underneath the floor or something like that.
How do you see technology impacting the future of shopping and specifically gas stations and like snack stores?
The way I see technology going future wise,
The customers know a little bit more than we do.
customers have become smarter, as in I can scan an item and it can tell me the price of what my competitors, or hey, I can get this here a lot cheaper.
Sometimes you guys know what new products coming out before the manufacturer actually tells us about it. So you got people that are on the internet all the time, clicking on all these different things, and in some cases they're way more advanced than some of us are.
As far as like one-stop shops, hey, I don't need cashiers. A customer can come in, pick up an item. Like there's gas stations that I read about and stuff I haven't visited, I'd like to, where they have a bunch of cameras, kind of like Amazon and their Whole Foods. You can walk in, pick up an item, and it charges you. I think that's awesome. One, and I'm not trying to say anything bad about employees, but it also brings down the payroll and everything else where you have stocking. Of course, you would have an employee if something didn't scan. But I think the way technology is going to start impacting is it's going to start turning into more of a credit system where a customer can come in, grab their items a lot quicker, know what they want, and it's ready for them. It's more of a faster in and it's a faster out.
Um, but the technology, I think, it's a huge thing. But as like motorcycles go, and a lot of this stuff, you got to be able to come, touch, feel, sit on it to figure out if, in fact, it's something that you do like.
Can you describe your customer service philosophy?
Well, it's funny because a lot of places have the mindset, the customers were right. The fact is a customer's a customer, So I try to sympathize with the customer and what their needs are. Ultimately, every person wants something specific. In some cases, I can't give you what you want based on whether it's a monthly payment, based on pricing on something or what have you. But ultimately, the customer, in my mind, is always right, and we do what we can do to try to make things work for you.
I say just can't really think of anything. I mean, always be curious to the customer, smile. And there's customers that are in a bad mood, they don't want to do anything. It's kind of like you just kind of bite your tongue. Sometimes that's frustrating, but you just bite your tongue and you just say, hey, maybe he's having a bad day, and you let it go. Everybody's in a hurry. I wish people would slow down a bit. Everybody wants to be in and out, which I understand that's what society and today's market has taken place. I wish it would slow down and people would see what's going on. Like everybody says, hey, COVID was this. I think COVID helped slow down people, but then with technology, with COVID, has also escalated, hey, it's over. Now people are back into being in a hurry and being more in a hurry because technology has helped them where they at. Yeah, so there's ups and downs. I mean, as far as other customer philosophy, a customer is a person. They try to understand, but you understand everybody comes from a different background. Hey, this person may come from this type of family. This person understands. This person used to work in the street. This person does not. So you understand, hey, you got to treat everybody as they have never been in the street and just be polite and pass the kindness along. That's all. That would be the one philosophy I have.